So in this video, I'm just going to be talking kind of offhand about some qualities that I think are really helpful to nurture when you are on this path. And the first one is acceptance. And this is acceptance of others wherever they are at in their journey. So once we kind of move onto this path, it can be incredibly easy to fall into kind of a judgmental mindset where you kind of start seeing all the ways in which other people are behaving and maybe some of the lower urges they're acting on. And we tend to be like, okay, well, they need to be acting like this, they need to be following the same path, they need to be doing the same thing. And it can be really hard to accept that not everyone has had the same experiences as us, going back into their past lifetimes as well. All of us throughout this earth school have a unique education. Not a single one of us has had all of the exact same experiences. And this is going to influence the ways in which we evolve and develop. And this is all going to be at our own pace and in our own divine timing. So, yeah, I really feel like we have to kind of learn to accept others where they are at, even if we disagree with it, and free ourselves from this judgment. And I like saying free ourselves from this judgment because it really implies that judgment imprisons us. It really imprisons our heart. It imprisons our consciousness in so many ways. Judgment really doesn't hurt other people as much as it hurts us because it kind of confines us into this sphere where we're always trying to look out and make other people act the way that we're acting. And we can't just kind of stay in our own lane and focus on our own growth. The next thing is humor. So a lot of us, when we go onto this path, we get to be overly serious. The stakes are super high. We get really intense. And the problem with this is that over time, we start moving out of our heart and then just getting into that mental space. And everything kind of loses the point when that happens, when knowledge no longer becomes living. It's no longer within the body. It's no longer within the heart. We're kind of just living up here all the time. And we're not actually living our experience here. We're not experiencing joy. So I think it's really important to be able to have humor, to laugh about this kind of stuff. And the last thing I will say is discipline. And so, this kind of goes hand in hand with the laughter thing. We need kind of both sides of the coin. We often, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but this is at least my experience. On this journey, I'd often have lots of synchronicity or lots of things pop up where, something would really interest me and I would start going down these rabbit holes. And then there would be more basic occult teachings that everyone really should have a firm foundation in that I would just find boring, or like I wouldn't have the discipline to really sit down and study. And the problem with this is that this then makes it so that our mind is not properly prepared as we move through this journey. Things really have to happen within a specific order. Otherwise, everything starts to get kind of messed up. Our discernment starts to get a little bit distorted. And yeah, there is a reason why the initiatory process went by such specific steps in the past. And now it feels like everything is really out of time and out of space. So this is really where discipline becomes incredibly important.